Hello. Let me know if you can hear me. I've been. This mic's kind of ass, so I actually can't really hear myself right now. Okay. Good night. I mean, what's something I could talk about though? In the meantime, I think. I guess if you want like a bedtime story, I could think of like the lore for this game, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I could explain it. Okay, hold on. I need to make my headphones a little bit quieter. There we go. Okay, well, so this game's about kind of like, in a way, it's kind of like werewolves versus vampires, but not really. So you're called a hunter in this game. There are multiple hunters in this game, but you're like lore accurately the strongest. I don't really know. Like, hold on. The best way I can describe this game is really just werewolves versus vampires. So there's three. Well, hold on. I'll go back and show you. Well, you're not going to be able to see this. So I'll just explain it. There are. This place is called Yarnum, and Yarnum was like once like a normal place, right? But okay, I guess I should name the five most important characters in the beginning. There's Master Willem. Master Willem, he's basically like everybody knows Master Willem. Everybody calls him Master because he's basically the cause of this whole mess. Same thing with this other guy named Lawrence. So the top five are probably Master Willem, Lawrence, Michael Lash, probably Garamond, and probably the Moon Presence. So those are probably the top five names you'll have to know for this game. I have no bullets. Hold on. That's why I didn't mess it up. Let me see. I have no bullets. There you go. Oh my lord. Get out there now. Okay. Damn, I explained this to somebody, all this entire lore to somebody, but doing this while like streaming is kind of, oh, not streaming, playing like combat is kind of difficult. Okay, so Lawrence created, well, he was a student at a place called Bergenworth. He created, well, he left Bergenworth, which is the school that Master Willem taught. And Lawrence was like a valuable student there. I think of it as a college. And Lawrence left that area. Well, I should explain why he left the area. So there's a group that kind of like explored a tomb, and the tomb kind of found out that there are cosmic gods, gods that you can't comprehend. And I guess the way Lawrence and most of mankind view it, like, well, Lawrence in particular, the way Lawrence viewed it was like, okay, we have a possibility to evolve, basically. We have a way that we can evolve humankind. So the question is, how are they going to do that? So Lawrence came up with this idea. his idea was take the blood of the cosmic gods and like inject it with yourself onto yourself, right? That's like the idea Lawrence had. Master Willem, his idea was you need more eyes in your brain. So there's a feature in this game called Insight. It's like the little eyes on the top right corner of my screen here, but I have 85 insight, which technically means I have 85 eyes in my brain. The way they describe madness is basically. Hold on. Oh, I'm out of bullets again. Oh, I keep forgetting. I need to go back. The way they describe madness is kind of like your knowledge of the universe. So there are some things you can see. Oh, well, yeah, I guess I should explain the concept of this game. The concept is basically like the idea of fearing what you cannot comprehend, right? So the more insight you have, the more you can understand the universe. But that also makes you like a madman because you go insane looking at these creatures, like far beyond what your dimension is, you know. They're cosmic gods. And Master Willem, back to that part, he thinks that the way to evolutionize humanity is to get more eyes and stuff like that. So, like get more eyes in your brain. So Lawrence, he departs from Bergenworth, and he makes a place called the Healing Church. So he makes this healing church, and the way he kind of advertises it is basically, come to our church because we can cure cancer, we can cure this, we can do whatever, we can cure any illness, and we can make you a stronger human. And he was right at first. It did cure cancer. It did do all this, because it's the power of outer gods, right? But the problem that ended up happening eventually was that they noticed that they were becoming beasts. Like they started becoming like rabid, and they started eating other people. So what the healing church tried to do, because they didn't want like a revolt against them. So what they did is they tried to keep it under the rug, and what they would do is they made a group. They're called there's the black church and then the white church guards. So those are kind of like hunters. The hunters kill beasts, obviously, as like the name implies. Hunters kills beasts, and they basically just make it so that people don't know that people are becoming beasts due to the church. Obviously, people found out anyway. Old Yarnum got destroyed, or not Old Yarnum, Old Yarnum got completely decimated, you know. And then there's like 3 factions to the healing church, though. So first it was just the healing church that Lawrence owned. Then it's the scholars, Damien, Michael Lash, not Damien. Was it Damien? I don't remember. Michael Lash, he's called Michael Lash, host of the Nightmare. But he's a boss in this game that you can fight. But I'm pretty sure he owns part of that, one of the branches. And the other one, I believe, goes to the Executioner. Oh, hell no. Okay, or whatever. Yeah, so no. The Executioner is a separate group. But yeah, just know that there was 3 branches. There's a lot of lore in this game. Oh my god, it's so much to explain. Well, where should I start? Well, some of the hunters themselves became beasts, and that's obviously a problem. hunters that are like strong enough to kill beasts, right? So imagine a hunter that's a beast now. That's not a good thing. So they needed hunters that hunt hunters. Um, so, and there was a couple of them in this game, but yeah. Well, so there's also, oh my God, there's so much more. I don't even know where to start with this. But there's the altar of despair area right here is where I killed Ebrietas, daughter of the cosmos. She's one of the outer gods. Um, yeah, actually, I already completed all of this game. Like, I only need to kill like the last 2 final bosses, but that means I end the game. So I haven't done that yet. Oh yeah, I didn't even mention them yet. So I mentioned that this game's like werewolves versus vampires, because the healing church is like the werewolf, right? Now there's another subsidiary here that the healing church considers their arch nemesis, their natural enemy. And it's the vile bloods. The vile bloods are kind of, well, as the name implies, they're vile blooded. They become also beast-like, but not really. They become different. I don't know how to explain it. They're different from the beasts, so. And basically the healing church viewed them as their natural enemy, and they hunted down all of them. Like, they all died. But the only one that they couldn't kill was the queen. The queen was immortal. She kept coming back even though she would get, like, sliced in half or whatever, you know? So she would come back. So what they did instead was they tried to cage her, you know, so that she can't create more vile blood. But, you know, people get old and die, you know, they can't cage her forever. So what ended up happening to her was that this guy named the his name's Logarius, but he led this team called the Executioners, which the Executioners were the ones that would hunt these vile bloods, and that killed all of them, right? Logarius, he got really old, you know, he was part of the healing church, right? But so he also became a beast. But he's still faithful, he still believes in his faith, right? Deep down. So what ended up happening is when you fight him as a boss, he's a beast and everything already, but he's a martyr. Martyrs, you know, I don't really need to explain, but like it just means like a sacrifice for a religion. He became a martyr, a sacrifice, and the sacrifice was that he must keep the queen of the vile blood caged in her area. Because she's immortal, she can't die, so all they can do is just stop her from creating more vile blood. And the queen has, oh, not the queen, Logarius had a student, a protege. His name was Alfred. You actually talk to Alfred as an NPC. He has a quest line and everything in this game. His student was still alive and well and everything. He was also a hunter. And he was just kind of, he really obsessed over the vile bloods. He talked about how horrible and what a monstrosity they were. So basically what you have to do to complete his quest line is you give him the invitation into the Canehurst, or not the Canehurst, oh wait, it is the Canehurst, yeah. The Canehurst and then castle, and he kills the queen. Well, at least he thinks that. Because then after that you can revive the queen, but you know, whatever. But Alfred also kills himself, because he, like I told you, he's like the protege of Logarius. Logarius sacrificed himself, so Alfred wanted to do the same. He killed himself as a martyr. But I mean, what else could I talk about? I mean, there's just like too much lore. I can't really, even I can't fully wrap my head around it. But let me see what else I can talk about here. Right. So there was a queen for Yarnum. Yarnum is the city, or like the entire, like, you know, just pretend like it's England. She was the queen of England, but she's the queen of Yarnum, and there's a queen of Yarnum to it. Well, this game itself, it's about pregnancy. It's about pregnancy, menstruation, and it's obviously about blood. And I think the adage goes like this: it's well, how does it go again? It goes, "We are born by it, made men by it, and undone by it." So obviously, born by it means like when you're born, you're surrounded in blood, right? Because you just left your mom. But made men by it implies that you have to kill to become a man. That sounds about right for this time period, and even back in the like primal period, I'd imagine it was like that as well. Tribes still do that to this day. And then undone by it obviously implies that you die from like blood loss, something with blood, right? Even if your brain gets crushed, it's because there's no more blood flowing, right? So, but yeah, and the Queen of Yarnum, she was subjugated to basically a forced pregnancy. She was chosen, quote unquote, to have the child of one of the outer gods. So they thought that the way to evolve humanity was to have a child with humanity and a cosmic god, right? So she was forced on the Red Moon to have a child, whether she liked it or not. And in the end of it, she was forced to lose the child as well, because they ripped the baby out of her stomach to perform rituals for the gods. So in the game, the boss is the baby, I guess, in this case, because it becomes a baby outer god. Like she becomes that baby is a god. But when you fight the boss, her name, the boss's name was Marigo's Wet Nurse. So that's the boss you fight for the baby. When you kill her, that's the only time the queen knows the rest. Basically just because like she bows down and then she disappears. Her spirit had been haunting like that area, and then you can find her throughout the game, just like around. She's basically kind of telling you to avenge her in a way. And when you do, she feels she can finally rest, But yeah. So she has a very interesting design. So she's like in a white dress, like kind of like a wedding dress. And she has very pale skin. And in the dress, like the stomach area, it's like full of blood right there, obviously implying that the baby was ripped out. So it's a very tragic story for the Queen of Yarnum. Like, it's crazy. She was forced to have it and then forced to lose the baby as well. So, I mean, and I didn't even touch on the topic of like, well, I did touch on it a little bit, but there's a lot of things in this game that you only understand once you have more understanding of the universe itself. Like, you need more eyes in your brain to see things that you couldn't see before. There's a creature in this game that you don't even realize is there until you get more insight. It's called the amygdala, and the amygdala is one of the outer gods. And normally, you don't see this thing until you get enough eyes. Once you get enough eyes, you're able to just see it, that it's always been sprawled on it's a really big creature. You just see that it's sprawled all over the walls, and there's multiple of them. The thing, I believe that they said that, they believe that the amygdala is so powerful that he's able to clone himself. So I actually, in the video I made, the one with the comment in it, I'm talking about how, like, I'm cheesing the boss fight for the amygdala, but that's where the comment was. But Yeah, actually, this wheel that I'm holding in this game right now, it's supposed to represent well, it's from the executioners. The executioners were the ones that killed Rattleblood, but the reason it's called the Logarius wheel, I mean, first of all, for Logarius, right, but why is a wheel so intimidating, right? Let's think about that. So the wheel is supposed to be a torture device weapon where in medieval times, when you were to get executed, they would pull your limbs apart by rolling wheels, and while the wheels had chains connected to your limbs, and that was a torture device. Um, so that's apparently where this wheel would have came from, or at least it's assumed. Um, and there's also, I didn't even mention this, so the hunter himself, yeah, I've been kind of like explaining the lore for all these other characters except for the hunter, so I'll talk about the hunter now. The hunter, his lore is basically, you're not summoned, you're kind of like brought into awakening by this guy named Gehrman. Gehrman is the first hunter. But he technically, spoilers, he's also another outer god. So the final boss of this game is called the Moon Presence. The Moon Presence is the strongest outer god in this game. And he basically created my ability to revive. And I mentioned this, that the game is about pregnancy, right? Now, why do the outer gods want children? Because like I said, they had to get children. The Queen of Yarnum, there's other characters in this game that are forced to be pregnant with a cosmic god. But anyway, I'm basically, oh no, not me. Gehrman is technically a baby of an outer god, but not really. He's the first hunter, right? But when he tried to fight the Moon Presence, he couldn't. Technically, he actually thinks that this place is hell because he can't die, and he's just forced to suffer in solitary. But anyway, Gehrman, he basically, the Moon Presence chooses him to be her child because she wants, I guess she wants to be a mother. It's like a weird thing, because this whole game is just about how an outer god wants a child, but how it affects us as a lower life form, right? So Gehrman becomes a outer god, or at least a child of one. Actually, when you kill, well, I defeated Gehrman in one of my YouTube videos, but once you defeat him, you actually are supposed to become the next Gehrman. Gehrman, once you kill him, you need a replacement. So you actually become the next Gehrman, unless you get the secret ending. The secret ending in this game is where you fight the Moon Presence, and if you win, you become an outer god yourself, but an infant outer god. An outer god assumed to be as strong as the Moon Presence, not one that's trapped within its powers as a child of the Moon Presence, if that makes sense. But yeah, so it's very interesting. I love the lore for this game. There's more I could explain, but for now, I think that's pretty decent of an explanation. Though I think you've already fallen asleep. But I kind of like talking to the folks too. So I'm gonna keep grinding while I yap a little bit. Oh, and there's another character in this game called the Doll, and the Doll is basically kind of like your helper in this game. She kind of gives you, you give her blood echoes. Blood echoes is like a currency in this game. Blood echoes, and she makes you more stronger and whatnot. She gives you more stats and whatnot. But apparently, she says this. She was created by Gehrman and whatnot. To do the bidding of the hunters and stuff. But she actually technically exists, not as a doll, but as an actual person as well. Not like in real life, but like in this game. But the person that she's because she is an actual doll, but there is a real version of her. So her name is Lady Maria. Lady Maria, she's a corpse though. She died. Um, it's interesting. Like I don't really, I don't really know why Gehrman made this. I think it was because he was like, in love with Lady Maria or obsessed with her. That he made like a doll that looked exactly like her. Very interesting. Maybe it's something to do with his solitary, like self that he has been stuck there for so long and stuff. But I don't really know. But yeah, you do fight Lady Maria. I haven't fought her because I don't have the DLC for this game. I only have like the main game. The DLC comes with a bunch of other bosses. There's a character I haven't even played yet. His name's Ludwig. Ludwig, it's a big story with him too. I believe he was, what was he? I can't remember. I think he was like the first church hunter, I believe. I think he was the first church hunter. But yeah. And then there's like other bosses like the Orphan of Cause. Orphan of Cause is basically another. He's technically half a god. He's like kind of like the failed version of an outer god. Because when they had like multiple versions of these outer gods, and he was one of them. So, but yeah, Orphan is one of like the failed versions of an outer god. We fight him as a boss in this game. That's why it's called the Orphan. Because he doesn't have parents anymore. But then there's Ludwig the Holy Blade, Lady Maria. Who else? I think there was 2 more bosses that come with the DLC. Oh, Lawrence. You do fight Lawrence. So in the game, as a boss, he's called Lawrence the First Vicar. Because I think I told you, yeah, he's one of the main characters in anything else with the lore in this game. So Lawrence, he made a church, right? And churches naturally have high priests. So he had a high priest for his church as well. Her name was Amelia, High Priest Amelia. So she also became a Vicar. So her name as a boss in this game is called Vicar Amelia. And when you fight Lawrence, his name is Lawrence the First Vicar. So that's the correlation there. But and then I think there's one more. I don't remember who it is. I really don't know. I think it's Orphan, Cross, Lady Maria, Lawrence, Ludwig. I really think it's just those 4. I can't think of any other ones that I haven't beaten yet. I mean, aside from Moonstone, I haven't beaten Moonstone. Just because I don't want to end my game yet. Because if you end the game, you move on to like a harder version of the game, where you restart and everything. I don't really want to do all that. But yeah, there's a harder version for this game. I'm already playing on the harder version. I already beat the game once. I didn't get the secret ending. I got the regular ending that time. But I already beat the game once, so it put me in the harder version. But if I beat the game again, it goes by NG plus, New Game Plus, right? If I beat the game, it goes to NG plus 2, and it just gets harder and harder. I don't want to do all that. I'm fine where I'm at. I already feel very strong. If I need to get more like insight, or if I need to get more like blood rocks and stuff, like I could understand that. But nah, right now I'm good. I feel powerful. I could end the game whenever I want to, though. because all I need to do is kill Garamond. Garamond would have been the final boss, but there's a secret ending like I explained. So you can get his, you kill him and then you fight another boss after that. What I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of grinding gemstones so that I can get a ton of strength. Yeah, the gemstones just make my weapons stronger. And I don't really need to do all this, but it's just fun, you know, do something with this game. This game is very old as well. It's about, I think it dropped like 2015. Maybe like a little bit later, maybe like 2016, but this game is pretty old. I still love I love the graphics for this game, though. I don't know why people talk like it's bad or something. I think it looks amazing. But yeah, what I do here is I just kill this big guy. He drops down. Well, he has a chance to drop down really good blood gems. And I also have a rune. A rune is like a buff that you can get in this game. I have a rune that gives me, it's called Eye, and it says additional discoveries. What that means is it gives me more loot. And that's what I use. I use the Eye rune to grind. I also have another weapon I use. I don't just use the wheel. The wheel is like kind of just fun. I don't really use it that often. At least I never did for my normal playthroughs. But I like using the wheel sometimes. It's very stylish too. I don't know why. I like it a lot. You can buff yourself with it. But I'm not really using the wheel on this guy. The method for this boss, or little boss, or mini boss, whatever you want to call it, is the method is to basically hit him with visceral attack constantly, and then hit him one more time until he stays down. That's the method. I mean, the method I found the easiest to kill this thing. So, and then I just use Hunter's Mark. Hunter's Mark just resets where I was, kind of resets the map, so I can kill him over and over again. Luckily, the Hunter's Mark is infinite, so I can just do it whenever I want. Only thing bad about it is that it doesn't get rid of my blood echoes, but I don't really need blood echoes, so. The only way you can it's called visceral attack, but the way you can get a visceral attack is by parrying. And the only way to parry in this game is either by hitting them with your weapon perfectly, or using a gun and hitting them just at the perfect time. If you do it at the wrong time, they continue the attack anyway. So I'm getting pretty good at it now. Like once I'm in the zone for it, I really understand. Like I get really good at it. But I like that. So yeah, that damage that does like 3,600 damage, that's the visceral attack. But yeah, I like doing this, you know, just for fun. I think I've already gotten everything in this game though. I don't really need to get much stronger. The only thing you do now is just beat the game. I've beaten every boss I can. I mean, and I've also literally done everything I can in this game. Aside from chalices. You can always improve your chalices. Chalice dungeons are a separate part of the game that require online. And you can like do it public chalice and whatnot. You can even like invite people to play with you. Just not many people play Bloodborne nowadays. It's an old game. And it's like this is really the only online thing you can do aside from like PvP. And just not many people play it for that reason. This game came out a long time ago. People have already beaten it. But it's a really great game. I love the lore. I love the lore, I love the gameplay. The combat's really fun. I love my character. I made this character design. So yeah, I do that too. That's another thing. You can customize what the character looks like in this game. First I made like the skin and everything, the face and everything to look similar to me. And then I have this really cool armor. I think it's called what's it called? Shark Hunter armor. And then the other one's called the Cane Hurst armor. That's the helmet and that's the helmet and the gloves I have on. It's from the Cane Hurst armor. That's the pants and the coat I have on is the Shark Hunter set. I'm kind of interested in doing more YouTube though, and like it's just kind of fun to. I mean, I don't even have an audience yet, obviously, but for me, it's kind of just a fun hobby to divulge in. I mean, I kind of think that I used to think that YouTube was really dumb, like making YouTube as a small-time creator. But I can see the appeal, like honestly, I really do. I really understand it now. Man, that's good. Honestly, I think I'm done with the gem farming. I'll do like one more maybe. I might. Yeah, I think I'll be done with this. I want to start doing like other chalices. Yeah, I think I should start doing that. I could definitely try. But looks like actually complete chalices now. But I'll do that. I'll do it eventually. Get stronger before I do. I think that's it. Alright. Go back to the Hunter's Dream. Yeah, the Hunter's Dream in this game is like the bonfire for Dark Souls. I didn't mention this yet, or I don't know if you already knew, but the people who made Bloodborne is the company that made Dark Souls, Elden Ring, and all that, so. But the lores are very different for each game. Like, they made Sekiro too, and that's like Japan and stuff, so. Where do I need to go again? Oh wait, no, it's not here. I forgot to the next chalice. I need to go here. I think I already put one in. Yeah, let's start it. I guess I'll change the name of the stream real quick. Let's see. It's not letting me load up the thing. I don't think I can change the stream name. Damn. Wait, did I already let this one? Oh, I didn't. What the fuck? Alright. Let's go. Thought that was the door. Oh, this is the door. Alright, let's start this challenge. First, let's climb this one. Let's see what's up here. I wonder if there's any loot. Spider. Oh, that's pretty loot. I hear a big guy. I believe he's down, or no, maybe he's right here. Let's see. Yeah, that's the big guy right there. I see him. He's a jailer. Oh, bro, chill. What the fuck? Yeah. Wait, oh shit. I missed. nothing. Those guys are a little bit scary. Should be fine though. I mean, there's usually not a lot of them in chalices. Alright, there's these. Alright. I don't think there's anything down here. That sucks. Wait, what's this? Oh, there is. Wait, no. No, there's nothing down here. I came down here for nothing. There's not even a droplet of loot. There's literally nothing there. Alright, let's go back up. Let's, start. This is technically just, like, looting areas. They're not part of, like, the actual chalice. At least you don't really start it here. You start it, like, at the other door. I just kind of wanted to see if there was anything here. 'Cause sometimes they have runes, or not runes, loot in general. I don't think I can get it. I think I've already gotten all the runes except for the DLC ones. Like that lamp, open this door. Although, since I'm online, I can... Oh, crap. Perfect, thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip that. So, when it has, like, these blue light lamps here, it means that this gate is, like, locked by a lever. You have to find the lever to unlock that area, which kind of makes me move on and fight the boss. What's this say? Lever waits ahead. Oh, okay. I guess I can't open it from that side. Let's go this way then. Nothing over here. Up. Got me up to go. Got me. Oh my god, there's a summoner. I'm gonna kill her right now, actually. Where is she? Is she here? No. Oh my god, dude. Jesus. At least the black ones can't revive. These ones can though. That's all these things. Oh, I found her. Fucking summoner, dude. Don't summon. Stop summoning these goddamn things, dude. Jesus. I hate those guys, dude. Always summoning shit. Is it... Ow, dude. What the fuck? Not bad. Alright, this is the lever. It's gonna let us open that door. So go ahead and go back. Oh, wait, this way. Ow! Dude, oh my god! That actually dealt so much damage to me, I'm surprised. Okay. Any loot? What is this note that's gonna be like fine? Behind me. Okay, although I already killed everything, so ain't nothing behind me. Wait, where is it? Oh, it goes right here, yeah. Not bad. Is it this door that opens? No. Oh wait, is it the one downstairs, really? Let's see. Yeah, it was. Are we about to fight a boss? Okay. First boss. Ah, fuck. Three of them. Oh, chill, there's a shotgunner too. Ow, bro! Oh my lord! There's like a saw. One. Oh, finish him off. Now it's just lock on it. There we go. Then go up or down then. Alright. Only way is down. Is there an enemy? No enemy. Alright, there's an enemy on this side though. Alright, who's he? What the fuck is that? Who's even coming? Nothing. Nothing. What the fuck? Oh no. Let go. What is this thing? Bro, it's one of those clip clops. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Dude. You fucking got me. No. Oh, I thought that was a grab. Stupid flip flop. What's over here? Okay. Side. Over here in this foggy area. Trap? No trap. Chest. Cool. Ritual material. Okay. I'll take it. Anything else? Wait. There's it. No. There's this. I didn't see it. Is there any other one? No. Good. Let me equip my lamp. Alright. Go practice, guys. Oh shit, okay. had to do. Can I not do that? Can I not build? Oh, finally. Alright. Wait. Nothing. Okay. I'm not trying to go down there. I'm not gonna lie. Let me scroll through real quick. See if there's anything else. Was this the looting area? Yeah. I already did everything though. That doesn't make sense. Where did I come from? Okay, guess I'll drop down. Okay, not welcome. Okay. See if anybody's down here. Oh, this is where the flip-flop was. Yeah, this was. Okay, now I remember. Wait, oh, I see. Yeah, I climbed up from here. Was there anything else? I don't even think there was. Man. What's down here? Oh, there's a door, yeah. And then I thought I did. Oh, I opened this one, not the other one. Okay. Probably more boots. Okay. Well, I can move it like that. Oh, come on. Really? Okay. Oh, shit. I haven't seen one of you guys in a minute. Thumbs up. Oops. Stung me at the end of his life, Oh, I hear a big guy. What? Oh my lord. Jesus Christ, bro, really? What's going on right now? Near the roof? Wait. I hear a big guy upstairs. Probably one of those railways again. What's that, dude? Recap, sneak attack. Oh, this is where they were. What's that? How did that happen? What the hell, dude? Dude, that's crazy. Okay. Wow, I did not expect mine to just explode like that. Oh, it's back. I forgot. But I didn't. Hey, you dropped that one. That time you dropped 2 molds. Okay. I'll take it. Oh, I actually kind of needed that. That's nice. Okay. What's down here? Oh, more loot. Oh, I'm just kidding. Hold up, wait. Okay. Hey, wait. I'm not gonna die if I miss some time. Yeah, there we go. It's just about that noise, bro. I hear it. Oh, that's you were here? I didn't see that. Oh shit. Well, okay. Oh, gosh. That for the season. Okay. Anything else up here? Another one. I could have colored it first. Oh. Fancy. Look at this totally let me kill this one. Okay. Oh, that was you. One of them. You were the one. Motherfucker, I didn't see you. Oh. There we go. I can operate it. That's funny. Whoa! What? What's happening? One of them just got everywhere. I just started running into a bunch of crap. Back here, let's see if there's any loot though. Oh, I see a wolf. Let's kill this guy. I see a wolf. There's 11 months to be here. I gotta be careful about that. Anybody else? Okay, that's not bad. Let me loot. Oh, someone sent me a voice message on me. Hold on. Let me get to a safe place. I don't trust this area. Everything is dead. Let me go back up there. It died. Wait, no, it wasn't here. It was the other way. I have to go up. Okay. This area is checked out now. Wait, did I thoroughly check it? I don't remember, dude. I might just leave this area in case there's anything else. I don't know, I can see for that one.